welcome back to another video, and today's going to be a different kind of discussion, and that's going to be about Jurracs. Now, what kind of discussion do I have about these guys? Well, I've been thinking about this for a bit, and I'm going to go through with it, and I'm going to make a Jurrac deck guide for you guys. Now, what is this specifically for? This is pretty much for people who are new to the deck, or are just starting out with it, pretty much helping them, or those kind of people, to like get more, like, I guess, more information on the deck, and pretty much find out like what are the maybe key cards of the deck, what you would need to maybe make your own Jurrac decks and everything like that, and like pretty much go over like certain engines you can use, extra deck cards, and like pretty much get a full like exposure to the deck. That's pretty much what I'm trying to get at, like just to learn, like in a briefly learn about what the deck is all about. So anyway, let's just jump right in, I guess. So Jurracs, they came out in dual terminal, obviously, and they are a synchro deck. Obviously, they came out in the synchro era, and they are pretty aggressive deck, needless to say. Most of their effects are battle related, like, for example, like Guaiba can special a Jurrac monster from your deck when it destroys a monster by battle. Jurrac Dino has pretty much the same thing, but you can tribute a Jurrac to draw 2 cards. So you can pretty much tell already that this deck is a pretty battle-oriented deck. So that's pretty key, honestly, because Conductor, like, for example, helps this because, well, it's this thing is as aggressive as it is, as it looks, right? So yeah, you can tell that the deck is a pretty battle-oriented deck. So that's pretty much it right off the bat, like what their main strategy is. Pretty much beat face and OTK. That's pretty much their goal, like mostly sometimes. Or like to destroy monster by battle to gain pluses. For most of their good ones, like Velo is also pretty cute because when he gets destroyed, when he's in attack position, he can special a Jurrac from deck. So 17 or less attack. So that's pretty good. So it's like overall like strategy. I guess there's Synchro Climb. Now Synchro Climb I feel like is the more like relevant one to this. I feel like more like best way of making the deck. Reason why is because there are some engines that help this deck, and I'll get to them later. So what do I mean by Synchro Climb? I mean like going from 6 to 8 to 9, that kind of thing, which is pretty good. You can also mesh this kind of version with a deck with a Lost World engine, like with the Lost World variant. The Lost World variant is pretty much Synchro Climby. It's pretty much it. The Lost World variant is obviously you're using Lost World to like pretty much control like the whole board and everything, because then you'll give your opponent a token, and if they try to destroy the token, you plus by destroying a baby Ceratosaurus from your deck and stuff like that. So that's pretty much the main way you're gonna build it. I feel the Synchro Climb Lost World variant kind of thing. That's what I'm trying to get at. Now there was a older kind of deck style for the deck, and that was rank 4 spam. And the way you build this, like it was pretty much like using Rescue Rabbit and Guaiba and everything like that to get a bunch of level 4 dinos and just make a bunch of rank 4s. Well, since Master of 4 is a thing, that kind of deck style is kind of fallen by the wayside, which is pretty much reinforces my like opinion that the Lost World Synchro Climby variant is pretty much the main build you want to go for. So what are the key cards for Jurracs? Well, the biggest key card I would say is Guaiba. Guaiba is pretty much your combo piece. Whenever he destroys a monster by battle, he can special out level Jurrac with 17 or less attack from your deck. So that's pretty much your main combo piece. Other deck cards that you want obviously are like the tuners, Aeolo, which is pretty much their main tuner, level 1. The Gallum. Gallum's kind of a one-of, in my opinion. Gallum's just a strict one-of. You don't really need to go multiples with her. It's purely just need one, I feel. And then there's Dino. Dino, you can kind of mix up the ratio of 2 to 1 if you, depending on what is your preference. I personally go for 1. I sometimes go to 2, but most of the time I just have has them as a one-of because you only really need 1, I feel. But you can like experiment with the ratios, that kind of thing. Other Jurrac monsters you kind of probably should play would have to be maybe Velo. Velo is kind of a weird spot nowadays. You can run him. It's just not really viable sometimes because he is pretty slower, but he is a combo piece in a way because you can crash him into something and get a plus. So there is that. So and then like non-Jurrac monsters, there's also all the new dino support that's come out. You can pair this deck with all the new dinosaur cards, obviously, like Oviraptor, which gives this deck so much consistency. Conductor obviously gives the deck a main deck boss monster, which is really nice. Overtext and Double Pill help this deck a lot because of the fact, well, it gives them that access to Conductor easier. Now, you, like, depending on how you build it, there is, like, if you want to go pure, maybe, like, lower the count of Overtext and Pill because you're going to have way more dinosaurs than non-dinosaurs. But if you're going to, like, mesh an engine here, like one of the two, like mesh one of the few engines I will bring up later, you might want to have, like, Double Pill as a 2 of and, like, maybe Overtext as a 1 of, probably. And obviously other staples for the deck is Fossil Dig to search, Miscellaneous because it gives you pretty much blanket protection, Baby Stegosaurus, obviously I feel, as well as Lost World because those are your main other combo pieces. Lost World to help pop your Baby Stegosaurus from deck to get out your Guaivas, get out your Velo, get out your tuners, pretty much. So that's pretty much like the must-haves I feel in the deck. I guess onto techs. Other generic tuners, honestly, like Glow Ball or I guess Destrudo, like some just generic tuners that help fit the deck, are always nice if you want to fit them in. Petite Pteranodon is cute if you want to like use her. Basically with her you can get out a level 4 higher. You could just use it as a, I guess, an extra baby if you wanted to get out like maybe another Guaiva or maybe get out a higher level Jurrac. Like, there are a few, like Tyrannus and Titano, but Titano can't be special summoned. Tyrannus is okay, not really that great though, but there is Spinus and Hera, which are they're just meh. So there's that. Speaking of Spinos, Spinos is a cool tech because it kind of combos well with Lost World by giving your opponent a token by destroying monster by battle. Jurrac Impact is a trap, which is kind of cute because it's a board wipe. If you pretty much if you control a 2400 attack dinosaur on the field, you pretty much destroy all monsters. Or it's a kind of a board wipe. It's pretty cute. I feel like it's more of a one-of in my opinion if you're gonna run it, but it's a cute tech for a cute situation. So it's always a nice mention. Pankratops, if you're going to go second, I feel if you want to go make a more going second build for OTKs, is always a cute thing because you can. It's a great popper and everything like that, and just gives you more board swarming. So there is that. So yeah, that's pretty much it for techs. I mean, other techs you could do if you're gonna go for a more pure build, you could go maybe like do a pure control, I guess, aspect of the deck with all, because they're all fire, so you could probably just throw in Gozens and have a control-ish deck, but I don't really think that's viable. But no, yeah, that's pretty much it for that. So on to engines. I mean, there's kind of only two I can think of that are really good, like the Resonators. The Resonators I feel like are the best engine for the deck because of the fact, well, they're easy access to your synchros. They give you easy ways of getting to synchros turn 1. Red Resonator is great because when you normal summon it, you special level 4 lower monsters in your hand, so you just do this. Special Guaiva, go into a quick level 6. And it helps you get into, and like that paired with Synchron Resonator, you can special summon out him if you have a Synchro monster in the field to Synchro climb even more. So it's really nice, and also it fills up the graveyard with non-dinos, so you can then have easier access for Pill to get out your conductors quicker, which is always nice. The dream, I guess, is like normal summon Red Resonator, especially a Oviraptor, get a dump effect, grab Pill, go from there, kind of thing. So there's that. And like also they're like, which leads them into their synchros. Like Resonators have some access, give you access to really cool synchros like Scarlight, Abyss, and also the newest Red Rising Dragon. Red Rising Dragon is nice because it gives Jurracs this cool new way of synergizing way more with the Resonators because you make the Red Rising. You then get back the Red Resonator from your graveyard on summon, and then you go into a quick level 8. Now, yes, you are restricted to Dark Dragon Synchro monsters at that point, but it gives you a quick and easy Scarlight or a quick and easy Dark Dragon, whatever you can really think of that as a level 8 Synchro, and that's really good. That gives you a really good turn 1 pretty much option, which is nice. Another engine that can like help this deck is Wind Witches. Now Wind Witches are kind of interesting though. I don't really recommend them as an engine, but if you want to use them, you can. Pretty much their gimmick is just unkillable Crystal Wing. You start out with an unkillable Crystal Wing most of the time if you're going to use this. And nothing that is bad, but you're locked into winds, and that's kind of sucky because then you can't really get out your conductors as efficiently turn 1, which is why it kind of it's kind of counterintuitive for the deck, but if you want to like try and get an unkillable Crystal Wing turn 1, it's always fine. It's a great starter, obviously, but I don't think it has the greatest start in the world. And I don't really think it's that consistent, because with the Resonator engine, you have Resonator Call, which can search out your Resonators. The Rim Witches don't really have a search card like that to get out your get your ice spells to hand, and then you can just start comboing off. So there's that. So that's pretty much it for the engines. Engines, like I said, those two I think are the main ones. Resonators I feel like are the best one in terms of my opinion, but like you can experiment with both and see what fits for you. Now let's jump into notable extra deck options for you guys. Like Logi and Dolka, I feel like that you gotta have in the deck. I feel like if you're gonna make any Dino deck, you should have Logi and Dolka in it, or at least try and make them fit, because they're just too good to pass up, especially in a dinosaur focused deck. Jurrac Giganoto, he's okay. I feel like he's kind of cuttable now because of Savage Strike coming out with the Cybers Synchro and Boral Savage. I think you kind of have to maybe cut him if you're gonna try and be more competitive. But if you're gonna play casually, Giganoto's perfect. Like it's just great because it allows your Jurracs to get more beefy and just be able to hit face harder. Another Jurrac Synchro that's also pretty cute is Jurrac Meteor. Now Meteor is kind of more of a meme card. I've only ever summoned it once in my lifetime, but it's there just for the memes if you want to try and summon it. It's kind of cute. It's just a board wipe that brings back a tuner when it's after that, which is kind of cute. But if you want to go for the memes, or just if you're playing casually and you want to have a challenge, try and get this boy out, go right ahead. He's always a nice option. Now obviously there's other synchros you could do, like I said in the mention with the Resonators. Red Rising Dragon, Scarlight and Abyss I think are solid if you're gonna go with the Resonator engine. I think they're just kind of like locks if you're gonna do that. Other cute synchros you could do, there is Trishula, obviously. Just pretty much any generic synchros. Now if you're gonna go have a higher budget, you can invest in Boral Savage Dragon, which just came out. Boral Savage Dragon is just great for the deck, I feel, because it allows it to get a level 8 that negates. And I think it's a Dark Dragon. So, yeah, Red Rising plus a Red Resonator, go into this. There you go. Kind of turn 1 Boral Savage. So there's that. I guess also for links, there are a few of them that you can do, Dual Chimera for the fire, obviously is a fire link, so that fits in right away. Now, and also the new Hita link monster, which is pretty cool. Hita is cute because it can search your Resonators and your Jurrac tuners when it dies, which is nice. And also it's just a pretty cute fire link monster for the deck, and it's also really summonable, which is nice because all it takes is one fire monster and another monster, which is great. And other link monsters obviously are Lanphorhynchus and just Underclock Taker and all that. So now strength and weaknesses for the deck. Strength is pretty consistent, some pretty okay consistent. It can bring out some pretty beefy monsters and can OTK pretty decently. Main weaknesses though, it has some inconsistency with weird hands. And also it's weak to back row and any form of hand trap. So Call of the Graves are probably going to be a staple for you in this deck. So, but no, yeah, that's pretty much it for me. This is just a quick rundown of the deck, what I feel like you should use for the deck and kind of like that. So that's just, I hope this was anyway helpful to you guys. I'm sorry if this was kind of a random video or I went really fast. I'm sorry if I did that. This is my first time doing one of these, so I hope you understand. But regardless, I hope you guys all enjoyed the video and learned a few things and kind of got a better idea of the deck and what you should need to make it, or play if you want to make the deck or something like that. So, but yeah, that's it for me. Hope you guys enjoyed the video again. Leave a comment down below what you thought of the deck guide, and also fill in what stuff I missed, and what if you guys are making the deck and how you guys are enjoying the deck as well. And also if you're very experienced in the deck, also leave your suggestions down below as well, because that helps probably other people as well. So, But no, yeah, that's it for me. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Leave a like, comment, definitely subscribe. See you guys next video. Have a nice day.